Hi there guys, I'm Himesh, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm not in the A4, I'm in my new car. Now, some of you may be able to guess what it is by the interior, but for those who don't, keep watching and you'll soon find out what it is. Now, without further ado, let's get into the reveal. So that's right, I've gone electric. Now the car is an Audi Q4 e-tron Sportback, the 40 in pebble grey, and it's the sport spec car. Now yeah, the sport spec is the entry level spec, but that's fine. It has everything I would like on the car, apart from leathers, sunroof, all of the, I guess, the proper, when you're going to buy your own car, the things you kind of would have. But again, company car, it's fine. One thing that I would say though, that I would expect, now this car, the book value on the P11D is £48,000. Now £48,000 is a lot of money. That's more than I spent on my first house deposit, which is absurd. But anyway, Audi, you are, I don't understand why you've done it. No, I do understand, because obviously you want to make more profit and upgrade people into the optional extras. But I mean, £48,000 on a car and you don't give them front parking sensors. That's a bit of a daylight robbery, I'm sorry. But this car, luckily, has the comfort and sound pack, which gave me the Sonos, it gave me front parking sensors, and it gave me reversing camera, and also the radar assisted cruise control. Great. Now, to be honest with you, the main reason why I picked this car was company car tax. Now, on the list, there was a couple of electric cars. There was a ID3, an ID4, naturally the Q4 as I picked, and also a 330e. Now, I was very, very tempted by the 330e, but the rear seat room just wasn't great, and I thought the Q4 looks great. And as I test drove the ID4, as you can see from this video here, it just wasn't what I guess would expect. Now, the things that I didn't like in the ID4, like for example the armrest which was attached to the seat, the Q4 has an armrest which slides out and it doesn't impact when you put the seatbelt on and off, which was great. There are the air vents are situated up right by the infotainment screen rather than at your knees. There's physical buttons for the heater controls, and I love that. And the infotainment system, sorry, the dials up ahead, it kind of feels just like a regular internal combustion engine car without telling you that it's electric. Now, I picked my mum up in it earlier and she was like, oh, so how many miles do you get out of a full tank? And I was like, well, mum, it doesn't really work a full tank because there's no petrol. She assumed, she didn't know that it was electric. So when you jump into this car and you see these cars on the road, you wouldn't necessarily think it was electric. I mean, yes, e-tron gives it away, of course, but that's only to the trained eye and people that know about, I guess, what cars really. Also, the green on the number plate will give it away. But yes, a lot of people on the roads don't understand what the green on the car means on the number plate. It means it's electric. Now, the biggest thing that I love about this car, just straight off the bat, and yes, this could be said for any electric car, is the instant acceleration you get. Now, for example, I'm driving 60 miles an hour on cruise control to get rid of the wind noise, etc. But there's a Toyota Aygo right up ahead. Now, I can just put my foot down and just go, and it just takes off, and you don't have to. You can just go and go and go, and the torque is there all the way through the, I guess, the perceived rev band. No gear changes, no nothing. It's just torque, and it just keeps on pulling. Love it. Now, at first I wasn't too sure how I would get on with the lack of noise from the car. Now, I've been driving it for not too long now, and you get used to the lack of noise. and the entertainment you would normally get from, well, the joy that you would normally get, should I say, from the engine noise, etc. You revving it, you're changing gears. You don't get that obviously with an electric car because there's no gears and there's no engine, naturally. But you do get that the excitement from the sheer acceleration of the car. Now, I don't think I'll ever get bored of that. You can just put your foot down and just go. There's so many things you can, like, for example, the traffic lights, etc. I was in the wrong lane earlier and I saw a car next to me, and it was a Honda Civic. And I know that's just got a standard internal combustion engine. You just put your foot down and it's like, sorry mate, but I have to do it. I'm not saying that's best practice on the road, no way, shape or form, but it happens, right? Now, I guess the biggest elephant in the room is the range. Now, Audi claim you're going to get about 290 miles out of the full charge, and I'll let you know how I get on with that in the long run, of course. I think I'll probably get between 200 and 250 miles. So again, stay subscribed to the channel because I will be reviewing the hell out of this car. Anything you want to know about the Audi Q4 e-tron, drop it down in the comments and I'll try and get round to it. Because this car is this car, Audi are predicting it's going to be their second biggest volume car in their range. Now, I'm very lucky to have had one of the early Sportback models delivered to me, and of course very happy and very privileged to be in that position, of course. So if I can share my journey with you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and let me know what you want to see from me driving this car. Another thing that the Q4 has over the ID4, for example, is an electric boot. Now, on the ID4 that doesn't come as standard, but on the Q4 it does. Another nice touch. It also doesn't have electrically movable seats, but it does have electric lumbar support. Now, lumbar support is great. Now, not all cars have lumbar support, which I think is a bit absurd, but hey, I'm not a car designer, right? So yeah, that's about it for this video. If you've got one of these in order, drop me a comment down below. Let me know how long you've been waiting, because I waited 7 months of mine, and I know a lot of people are waiting upwards of 11. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, because like I said, I will be reviewing the hell out of this car for however long I have it. And yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe and join me along my journey. I'll catch you in another video.